Well, my name's Oren. This is my game Steampunk Rally. I've been working on this concept for actually like 6 or 7 years, and it's gone through a lot of different iterations and stuff.
Oren Bishop is up against the clock. The local game designer is entering his creation into the 2014 Canadian Game Design Award competition.
I'm definitely nervous because I've been a finalist for this competition twice. I still haven't managed to win. I had a game that was finalist twice, and I was semi-finalist once before that. So one of these years, I'm going to get it.
Greg Jackson is the manager at the Century Box, a gaming store in Calgary during business hours, but at night it is the epicenter of board game culture in the city.
There's a pretty good board game culture. We run a board game night once a week on Mondays. We probably get about 30 to 35 people on a typical Monday. We do the board games on Mondays, then Tuesdays we have Magic the Gathering, Wednesdays we have Dungeons and Dragons, Thursdays we have a whole host of things, War Machine, living card games, Magic again. So pretty much every night of the week now, even when we're closed, we have events going on because we want people to be coming to the store and playing games and having fun.
The big daddy is Games Workshop, Warhammer and Warhammer 40,000.
In the 21st century, a time of video games and apps, we wanted to know, do board games still have a place as a viable form of entertainment? One of the people we asked was Paul Saxberg, another game designer and past winner of the Canadian Game Design Award.
The industry is booming. You wouldn't expect it with video games being so popular, but it really is. I think there's a social aspect to board gaming if you sit down around a table with people that you cannot get from a video game.
Board games, you know, we're competing with like video games that a lot of people are into, but there's definite crossover, people that do both. And I think there's a lot of time where people just want that actual kind of physical interaction face to face with people. Like you can play multiplayer games online and interact with people that way, but actually sitting down with a group of your friends and like chatting with them while you're playing is definitely something that seems to appeal to a lot of people.
Saxberg won the award for his game Coven and is helping Bishop with the submission process.
The idea is you submit the rules and a short video describing the game. There's a bunch of judges across Canada and they watch the videos and they're like a little 5-minute elevator pitch describing this is my game, this is why you should publish it, this is why it's awesome, these are how the rules work. And then they actually have a copy of the rules there as well if they want to look at them. And the judges go over those and decide based on that what they think the 6 most promising candidates will be. And then those people are notified and then they send off actual prototypes. Half of them go to here in Calgary to the Falcon organization, and half of them go to Snakes and Lattes in Toronto. It's a board game cafe.
Step right up, ladies and gentlemen. Are you tired of games that use steampunk as merely a theme, some chrome to overlay the experience? Well, I have for you here a genuine steampunk game. You will play as a famous inventor like Nikola Tesla or George Washington Carver.
Bishop is at the playtesting phase as the deadline looms. The board game community cannot overestimate how important this process is.
It's invaluable. It's absolutely invaluable, for me anyways. I mean, every designer has a different process, but you know, we have 4 or 5 guys who meet all the time, and 4 or 5 brains are better than one.
And these 4 or 5 brains are going to be working together to help Bishop submit the best game possible.
No game's ever really finished, and even like published games probably could be improved by playtesting them more, so it's more a matter of like the marginal gain that you get on each playtest and each new idea sort of starts to diminish. And you get to a point where like every change you make makes one thing a little better and one thing a little worse, because you know you can never have every part of your game be perfect. You're always making trade-offs.
At stake for Bishop is a $200 cash prize from the Falcon Gaming Society, a $500 printing credit from Panda Games Manufacturing, and the right to use the Canadian Game Design Award winner logo.
I feel like this year, out of what I've seen, because Calgary seems to be like like the biggest competitor. We've won 3, like the last 3, and I think it's partly that we play test like a lot. I think it's that we're like really focused on the contest. I think Calgarians are just competitive by nature and stuff, and I do think we have like a really strong chapter.
Bishop's deadline is May 31st, 2014. The finalists will be announced on July 1st, and the winner will be declared live at FallCon 27 in Calgary this October.
Like, if you're interested at all in this stuff and you haven't tried it, I would like try to talk to somebody maybe at Sentry Box or just like a friend who does it to try to get into what are called gateway games. If you can get started on some of those games and just have a really good experience, I encourage anyone to just try jumping in at sort of the shallow end and trying it out, because it really is just an awesome hobby.
For the Calgary Journal, I'm Neil Hiltz.